gritty effort in the second half. To go down, I think it was 18 right off the bat, and then claw back and get it to 3 at the end of the third. It's the defensive end. We knew it would be the mid pick and roll. Knew it would be a balance of guys for them. I think they had 7 guys in double figures, which sums up their team. And I was just proud of our guys, the way they competed, got back into the game, the effort they showed on the defensive end. We just couldn't get enough stops. We couldn't capitalize on the stops in the fourth quarter. A lot of empty possessions offensively. So tough.
Coach, what were the Pacers able to do there in the first half defensively that really stifled your guys to 0-13?
I don't know if it was much. When you're 0 for 13 from 3, that's just a tough night in general. You gotta open it up a little bit, and I thought we had some pretty good looks. I thought defensively in the first half was the biggest issue, and in addition to not making any of our threes, but I don't know if their defense really took us out of it. We just couldn't capitalize on some of the offensive possessions that we had in the first half.
What can you say about their ability to score in the paint against you?
Yeah, that was the most concerning part at halftime, and they did it in different ways. It was off pin downs and curls with McDermott a couple of times, and obviously some blow-bys just off a straight one-on-one defense, and then in the pick and roll. We knew going into the game that the pick and roll was going to be concerning. The curls and the blow-bys were the bigger issue. Just the containment, being able to contain the basketball. And all night, obviously, they had 66, I think, points in the paint. And all night, that was an issue. But in the first half, it was really a concern with 44 before.
Coach, you won a successful challenge on the supposed foul by Trae Young. What goes into thought process of challenging certain calls when others you like?
Well, the toughest part is it would have given them 3 shots. And, feeling 100% confident that there was no foul, you just can't give up 3 points. The biggest issue is that you have to use it on something that shouldn't have been called, and you have to use it early. The strategy so far has been to try and keep it to the fourth quarter, and when it becomes a 1-2 possession game, trying to have some value with that challenge, but to waste it basically at that early on something you really feel is not a foul, and to not give up 3 points, I think you just have to do it. It's a no-brainer at that point.
Seemed like you had a positive night from Alex Len tonight. What did you see from Alex off the bench?
I thought he was great. His activity. We're playing through him a lot with the offense, and his ability to play with DH at dribble handoffs and get our guys going, and then get behind the defense. I thought his activity was great. And he and Damian was 4 for 4 from the field. And they're both doing it the same way. They're playing about the same minutes. So I thought our 5s gave us a lot tonight.
Coach, when you guys came back out in the second half, you had a really great charged up offense. What can you say that changed from the third to the fourth quarter?
Well, what we saw at halftime was our ability to get in the paint and our ability to get behind their defense. They weren't as aggressive with Trae early on. We missed a lot of open threes, but we were getting a lot at the basket. And so just trying to use that to propel our offense, getting downhill, trying to get those same layups. I thought we did a great job in the third quarter of getting to the foul line. 4:48 in the third quarter, we're in the bonus. And so it's just a combination of taking advantage of what we were able to do in the first half and trying to add on to it. And, the aggression from all of our guys. DeAndre Hunter was really good tonight. I thought it was one of his better games. When we didn't have a whole lot going, he and Jabari in the first half really carried us. But that was it. Just get behind the defense, live in the paint, see if we can get to the free throw line, and hopefully get some easier threes and see them not go down.